Actually clip the phone up here, do something where we can. It was cool to see the trip to a repeater site, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing. This one was back east, so it was actually a pretty short trip compared to what we have, and kind of a different perspective, I suppose, I think is what I was going for. So this is Fremont Peak, just west of Canyon City. Building's actually stone quarried, and it's been there since the early 1900s, 1910, I think. The prison actually built it, probably with inmate labor. About 100-foot monopole. One of the worst things I've ever climbed, but I'll give it credit. It's rock solid. It's guyed very well, but it sucks to climb. There we go. The Royal Gorge is down below. Can't see it from here. Actually, I'm just going to have to hold the phone, so I don't have any way to attach it to the dash. And what I tried wasn't working. And Little Liberty here doesn't have the best ground clearance. There's a couple of spots. Kind of interesting. I'm up here because I rebooted a router that runs part of our ham microwave system, and last night at 8 o'clock it was acting funny, so I rebooted it, and it decided it didn't want to come back. I'm sniffling a little bit because it's not very warm today. I think it's in the low 30s, and the trip up was a little tough. There's some pretty steep grades, and thought I wasn't going to make it. Normally this one is fairly accessible for us, usually. And this is probably one of the shortest trips that we have. You've got a site that way out there, center of the video there, those snow-capped mountains, right? Yeah, probably the center of the video there. Methodist Mountain out of Salida, that's about 11,700 feet in elevation. And it's 5 miles from the town to the site by road. Takes a full hour to get there. The road's actually much worse than this one. Not very steep, whole bunch of switchbacks, but lots of rocks and areas where clearance is tough, and you got to really just kind of go 5 miles an hour or less to safely navigate that particular road. And now Magre, that's actually Pikes Peak in the picture right there. Right about the center, and right off to the right of Pikes Peak at 12,004, that's one of the other sites called El Magre Mountain, and that's another one that's about, from the main road, it's about an hour up to the top of that guy. That one's got one of those beautiful spots. I don't like heights that much, and I don't mind climbing towers, but that one's got a spot where it's about 500 or 600 feet straight, almost straight down off the edge of the road. And there's an SUV that actually lives at the bottom of it. I don't know what the backstory was, but it apparently went off the road, and not sure why, and not sure what the fate of the occupants was, unless somebody just stole it and pushed it off the edge of the road because they thought it'd be cool. But there literally is an SUV that lives at the bottom of it. Here's one of our rough spots here, and this is the one that almost didn't get it. A little steep. And with the snow, I wasn't sure I was going to make this one, but got it done. And off in the distance out there, you can just barely see it probably on the video, especially the Royal Gorge Bridge. It's out there. It's what our town is famous for. And way down there, the Royal Gorge. You can see the Arkansas River Railroad tracks down at the bottom. I'm sure the video doesn't really do it any justice. It's a long way down. Another rough spot here. I struggled with this one a little bit on the way up too, even when the road is clear. It's one of these spots where you gotta be really careful for the rocks. They actually run Jeep tours up this road too. One of the local companies runs Jeep tours up this road, so the past few years when the weather's nice, I gotta be careful that I don't come through here too fast, meet somebody on the way up. See if we can make this without hitting bottom like I did the first time. Yeah, I got one. Usually skirt around that rock, but the snow kept sliding me right back in the middle of the road. Company. Don't know that I've ever actually run into a deer here. This is free range, so sometimes we see some cows up here, but got lucky and got one on video. There we go, 10-minute video through the gate, and we're back on public roads.